again. I have never made a video before, but I just wanted to give it a shot. As you all know, and as you can see right here, Mark and Ethan did Unis Honest for 365 days, and as of yesterday, or excuse me, this morning, the channel was deleted. And in the spirit of Memento Mori, I just want to do my own video because I would like to talk about it a little bit and then also talk about what I'm planning on doing and then also just saying thank you to all of you guys. So I want to keep this relatively short. The first video that I recorded actually went way over and there was no audio, so I'm doing it again. First off, the idea of Memento Mori is that you remember that you only have so much time left. And I really took that to heart, and I'm taking that to heart with changing a lot of my lifestyle. I'm cooking healthier meals, I'm making sure that I spend time with friends and family, and also doing some creative stuff as well as making sure that I get my university work done. That said, I have always struggled with being kind of an artist, and um, for some reason I'd always get hung up on numbers and things like that. And at the end of the day, that's fine. I mean, it's important to get yourself out there, and make a name for yourself and be able to. If you really want to do this for a living, then you have to do those things. But I'm just here to talk to you today about a little bit about me. Some of you may know me as Kit. Some of you may know me as Kitter Pie. Some of you may know me as Cripsune. Others may know me as Frisk. It doesn't matter. I'm still the same person. I've changed in my mindsets and things like that, but for the most part, I'm still the same person. But I've done a lot of personal growth because last year was one of the lowest points of my entire life, and I was able to pick myself up. And I guess by making this video, I'm just saying thank you to everyone who's continuously supported me. I never thought in a million years I would be even close to 4K, and I know that's small for some people, but for me that's just a testament to how I should feel about myself. I am a perfectionist. I have a hard time with things sometimes, and getting and completing things. That's just who I am, unfortunately. And so I really want to take the message of what Mark and Ethan were trying to do. Like, yes, the videos were fun and funny and everything. I'm a huge fan of their work just on its own. Obviously, you can tell I'm, decked out. But my point is that just do anything. If you want to make something, just go for it. And don't care about what anyone else says. Don't care about the approval. Don't care about this. Don't care about that. Just do it and be happy that you did it. And for me, my Unis Honest would have to be Welcome to the Underworld, which is one of my fix. Because, again, I have a hard time. My brain is constantly going through ideas and bringing up new ideas, and that's great and fantastic. But it's also difficult because I struggle with actually completing those ideas, and so I really want to work hard and buckle down and get some of that stuff done. And I've come a long way. With WTU in particular, I believe it's 50 chapters that I have out. For just Act 1, there's 3. And everyone's love and support, and I couldn't thank you enough, and this video is so long overdue, and I'm so sorry. I've been really busy, and I know that's not an excuse. At the same time, I've been really trying to be better about myself and take care of myself and spend time with my friends. Again, if you're ever on my Discord server, please come and talk to me. I love meeting new people. And we do streams and things like that, and it's a lot of fun, and I'd love to have you there. So, actually, we just finished playing through Danganronpa, if you've ever played that game before. As some of you know, that I am also a cosplayer as well as a writer and many other artistic disciplines. I cosplay Junko Enoshima, so that was like a good thing for me to be able to kind of share my love of that game to my friends, and we're still having a blast. We're doing the second one right now, and it's a great time, and I love it. It takes hours out of my day, but I don't care. It's so much fun. But again, it's I don't know how many times I can say it, and I'm not any good at these kinds of things because I have a tendency to repeat myself, as I've said before. But I want to thank you. And thank you for supporting me, especially with the change from the fan work to the original work, because I know how hard that is for people. It's just, I need to be better to myself. I need to be able to say that I'm happy with what I'm doing. And it's not that the UT stuff doesn't make me happy. Don't get me wrong. I love writing the fics and everything. It's just I feel like I have more that I can bring, and I don't know how else to say this without sounding kind of like egotistical, I suppose. But I know that I'm good at these things. I know I'm good at writing. I know I'm good at creativity and world building and things like that. And I just need to be more confident myself and just take those steps. And so, the end of this year, beginning of next year, I'm really going to push myself to do that. Um, but yeah, so I think it's just incredible how creators can come together and do things. Heck, I am so happy and surprised a little and grateful that I have the opportunity to be part of the Bonely Hearts dating sim. I think that's a lot of fun. I do Red's illustrations, or some of his date illustrations, and then I also do the writing for him. So if you ever when the demo, or not, excuse me, the demo is released, so please go check that out at Bonely Hearts on Tumblr. Bonely Hearts Club on Tumblr. I should be more specific. It's a lot of fun. Our team is fantastic. I get to be a part of an incredible group of people. And it's just us having fun. It's a volunteer thing. We're doing it for the heck of it because we just love this stuff so much. And I think that's a testament to not only Toby Fox as a creator, but also just the community that's come around it. And I really I'm happy to say that I'm a part of that team. So when the game comes out, if you like Red's route, I'm happy to say that I'm the one who wrote those, so I hope you guys all enjoy that. Moving on from a different topic, there was I think it was last week or the week prior, I was not doing very well mentally. It happens from time to time. I've gotten so much better with it. I'm a completely different person from this year than I was last year, even like 10 years ago, obviously. But I asked for brutal critique on my artwork. Probably not the best idea at the time because I was just not doing well and I wouldn't take it well. But so a friend of mine wrote a really harsh critique on my work at Skeleton Madness on Tumblr. Please go check them out. They're a fantastic artist. They're a great friend, and you will be so happy to see what they're coming up with. I promise you, and that includes the UT stuff or the original stuff as well. But my point is that they sent me this, and did not take it well. I know myself. I'm a very emotional person. Even now, I'm kind of tearing up a little bit of what I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes. But they went ahead and sent this to me, and I was devastated. But I'm reflecting on it now, and I'm reflecting on it from then, and it's true. It honestly, the stuff that was said was true, and I need to be more confident myself. My designs are good and fun, and things like that. Sure, they're not everyone's cup of tea. I don't think there's something in this world that is everyone's cup of tea. I think that's impossible. But I need to be more confident in my abilities, and so I am going to take a step back from that a little bit and just be happy with what I'm doing and actually finish stuff this time because the less that I finish, the less that I improve on that finish and things like that. So that's my goal for, well, obviously next year, but also just from now till the end, I suppose. Memento Mori, whatever. So take that to heart. But yeah, so it warms my heart that people, nothing can be better than having people write to me, having people excited about merch, having people excited about fic updates, having people excited just to talk to me. Like, I love going into Discord and people being like, "Oh, hey, Kit, you want to talk about your Hellboys again? And I'm like, yes, yes, I do. Because I spent a lot of time just world building, and I think that's a lot of fun. I used to play D&D and be a DM, so that's kind of filtered over there. But it's just one of those things where my heart just like gets like this little flutter, pitter patter, or like when people do fan art. When people do, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. When people do fan art, I get so happy. I just want to like take that wall over my apartment and just plaster it with all the stuff that I have. And I hope I can do another video where I kind of show the site and then also show all the amazing work that people have done for me over the years, because I really want to say thank you over and over and over again. And I know it's redundant, but I just want you to know that, because I never thought I'd get this far. I never thought that I would have a merch store. And to segue into that idea, to have my designs made into something physical and to have people actually buy it and want it is incredible. And for me, creating and doing art, cosplay, products, whatever, it's not about the money. It's not about the like popularity, so to speak. It's about me putting a piece of myself out there. And this is something that Mark and Ethan really drove home yesterday at the live stream. I was there from the time they started to the time it went down. So 12 hours straight. My dedication to YouTube will not fail me. But basically, I was there the whole time, and yeah, the videos were fun, but there's something way more there, and I think a lot of people have kind of latched on to that. So I'm really happy for them, and I'm glad that they were able to get that out there and be done with that, and I'm excited for what they have coming next. So, I just to design something and make a product is incredible. I have been floundering on what I want to do for a very long time. I've gone to different colleges and things like that. So my first college was a costume design college, which is where I get all my cosplay knowledge and know-how from. And then the second college I went to and I graduated from was actually a fashion school. So, merchandising, marketing, things like that, we learned those things, but I never really thought that I would actually be into it. And now that I make spec sheets and things like that, it's just something I love, and I don't make it for profit, guys. I really don't. It's nice to have some money to like buy things, obviously. That said, I mostly take the money that people buy products, and I pay off the merchandising costs when it comes down to, or no, excuse me, not merchandising, manufacturing costs when it comes down to making a specific product, obviously. But I put it back into the new thing, the next thing. After that's gone, like the Cheshire pins, the kitty pins, paid off in full. And I'm working on Hatter right now, and hopefully I can, wipe that slate on all the rest of them if you guys help me out with that. But it's about seeing the reaction. As a creator, the reaction is everything to me. So when I get messages from people going out of their way and taking time out of their day to show me what, they got their packages and everything, it's really cool. I can't explain it. There are no words really for me to do so. But it just makes me so happy. And it's great to see people smile and excited. And when people say that, I inspire them to write or draw or make a U or things like that, honestly, I can't even put it into words. There are no words for me to accurately, excuse me, it's not that really, accurately describe how that feels. And so that's why I make things. I make things not for people necessarily, but just to put a smile on their face, make their days a little bit better, because I can't be there physically. If I could, I would. Trust me. I have a lot of friends across the world that I would love to see and hug, and things like that. And with what's going on right now, that's just not possible. It's also extraordinarily difficult, especially if we're all the way across the globe from where I am. But one day I hope that we're able to meet up and things like that. But enough of the existential talk. Let's talk products because I'm going to use this part of the video to kind of show off some of the stuff that I've made. In addition, show off like the pins and things like that out of their cellophane for the most part. There's some of them that are still in there, but I just want to kind of show things because if I'm honest, I think people enjoy seeing this kind of stuff, and I think a video really helps kind of cement what the quality of these are. I mean, these pins are Disney level pin trading quality. And I'm not just saying that because they're mine and I've made them, but it's the truth. Because I've bought pins from other artists that have deteriorated and things like that. These will not do that. I had a summer job at a pool. I was teaching little kids how to swim because I used to be a competitive swimmer. And so I had these pins on my hat the entire time as I was walking the pool deck. And chlorine has a tendency to eat away at metal. It's not. You shouldn't keep metal around chlorine. I mean, like, if you take a water bottle out there and it's metal, it'll get all, like, gross and grungy and stuff. And I was really afraid that my pins were going to get destroyed because I wore that hat every single day pretty much, unless I was, like, in the water specifically. And they're fine. Months upon months of doing that job and they're nothing. They still look like they're brand new, and I'll show you right now because these are the ones that are on my hat. So let's start with Kitty Chesh. Kitty Chesh is my Wonderfell Cheshire. This is his kitty cat form, which he does have. So I thought that would be a cute design to start first. So here's the white one. This one is a variant, I call it, because this is not the most popular color. I will say that this one in particular, there are very few left. So if you are looking at this video right now and you're like, oh shoot, these are so cool, I want one, then please, 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 you can message me. I am more than happy to respond to you. What I ask is that you have your question like ready and not just be like, hey, because sometimes when I get haze in my inbox, I'm like, who are you and what do you want? Obviously, some people. But my main goal as an artist, as well as a businesswoman, is to make sure that the product is high quality, that people are happy and satisfied. So if there's any reason with your or any problems with your order, if there's any like lack of communication, if there's anything that needs to be changed or things like that, please contact me. I do all of this on my own. There's no team, there's no people, it's just me. So you'll be talking to me directly. But I love showing these off because they're so cool. I don't want to toot my own horn, but like look at that. These are gold plated. And I like to kind of do these designs where you utilize the gold more. So like, for example, his earring is just the metal. There's no fill or anything in there. These are screen printed. So yeah, I would say be a little careful with that. Like, don't obviously scratch your finger across this, but it's just, these are really cool, high quality pins that and the fun thing about this too is that like, yeah, if you know Wonderfell, then you'll know that it's a UTAU type deal, but you'll also find that is just a cute little white Cheshire cat pin with a little gold tooth and an earring, and I love him, and I think it's cute. So that's the white one. I have the black one here, but he's in my cellophane, so I'll just show that right now. Again, gold plated, same thing, different color, really fun, really cool. All these cards come in these cellophane packages with their backing cards, and each backing card is a little bit different. As you can see, there's also red heart backings. Now, I will say that when I went to manufacture these or send these out, every single pin that I've made has the red heart backings to keep consistency. except for the regular Chesh, and I will show that one at the end. I accidentally forgot to put the red heart backings, but in the future I may buy some of those backings in bulk and send them to people if they really, really want them, but I need to know that information, so communication is important. But basically, each of these cards is different for each one. So this one says, "You knew I was to die for, kitten," on the back of it. And then it also has my social media. Now, I will mention that the Fallen Fell Twitter no longer exists. That is actually Kryptsune now, KRYPTSUNE at Twitter. And then Fallen Fell Frisk also exists on Tumblr. I kept that name. However, my main blog is also Kryptsune. So if you want to see what I do and you're like, oh hey, this is super cool, I suggest following the Kryptsune blog first, and then if you want to follow Fallen Fell Frisk, that'll be specifically only UTAU related content. Obviously, my email is the same. So I designed all of this from the packaging to the pin, and it's just really cool to see. So those are the two Cheshires. I'll just pop them up real quick. Boom. My two boys. So let's move on to Hatter. So Hatter has a variant. Most of these do. The only one that doesn't is the Cheshire one. The regular Cheshire one, excuse me, not the kitty one. And this is my Mad Hatter. And these are cool too, because if you're a fan of Alice in Wonderland, you just put these on your bag and no one would know what they're from. Some people might, but for the most part not. And I really love these fun, like, little, my inspiration was like cookies, like sugar cookies, or the frosted cookies you get in the grocery store. So this is the green one. And there is also so this is the variant. On this one I did 50-50 split, so there's plenty of each of these. And then I have the red and the black version as well. And then on the back of this one, it says "Care for some tea," which is, typical Mad Hatter type thing. But these are also gold plated, as you can see. The thing I will mention is that it doesn't look as gold as maybe probably this one. And the reason for that is because there's more metal showing in this one than there is on this one. And for some reason, the optical illusion makes one more gold than the other. So you got your two Hatter pins there. Next, we're going to move on to Oracle. Oracle is Grilby, basically, but he is my caterpillar character stand-in, or archetype, and I really like playing with, like, the metal on these designs, like adding more spaces where it's just the metal, where you get that reflective coating. I really like how this one came out. This is technically not the variant. This is the main one, but I actually like the variant more, but I'm a huge sucker for blue fire, so that's not surprising. Yeah, but they're really neat. And this is a nickel plated. I like to try and keep the color palette somewhat consistent. And it says, actually I'm going to have to open this one up, which is fine. On the backing of this one, it says, "Everyone tells you who you must be, but who are you?" And if you read the Wonderfell fic, this will come into play later. All of the stuff that I put on the merch also reflects the fic. So if you're interested in, like, where is this from, go check out my Archive of Our Own. That is under Fallen Fell as well, I believe, or Fallen Fell Frisk, I believe. If you're not sure, the best thing to do is to go to my Tumblr, Kryptsune, and then look up. I have like a post pin that has all my social medias and stuff on it, which really helps. And then last but not least, we have the regular Chesh. Which, by the way, these pins are relatively large in size. These are not small pins. They're also weighty. Like, this is a good weight. Again, playing around with the metal a little bit more, metal design. I really like this one. I wasn't planning on doing like a regular Chesh after doing the kitty one because I thought it was a little redundant, but I just decided to go for it because I think he's just so cute and I love his character and it's a lot of fun. So this is the one that I mentioned before. It doesn't have the red heart backings, but that's okay. Oh no. Don't die on me, please. So yeah, so if you ever find your pins are a little bit like there's like little not marks, but just like streaks and stuff, take a microfiber cloth or any kind of cloth and just you can polish it. They'll be fine, good as new. I haven't had a problem. Um, and so I hope that everyone enjoys those. I know a lot of people have sent me stuff and been like, "Hey, this is amazing," and I'm like, "Yay!" Next up, we got stickers. This is my actual current. This is my logo for my brand. I am now branding myself as Cryptsune, which is kind of a combination between Kitsune and Crypt because I love the dark stuff, but I also love Kitsune, and anime has been a huge influence on my life or just Japanese culture in general. So I decided to go for something like this. This is a holographic sticker, super high quality. You cannot tear or rip this. I have tried. Don't do that. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying like it's really tough to do. You would really have to destroy it in order to for it to rip in half or anywhere really. Um, it is a little tricky getting the backing off, but these are just super high quality stickers. They're fun. You can kind of see that cyan and raspberry motif or color palette in this design, but also see the reflective hologram, which is really cool. I will send sometimes if people buy pins in particular, little extra stickers to say thank you because it means a lot to me that you guys even look at my shop in the first place. Little, simple Cheshire Circle sticker. Same design as the pin, actually. This is the same Illustrator or Adobe Illustrator document that I used. And these are also ones that I send with people if they buy pins most of the time. I am running, no, actually, I'm okay on those. Some of these I'm a little low on. If you don't know, I'm a huge part of the Undertale community, and a lot of people have made like alternate universes. I decided that I was gonna make my own versions of them, and so I made different characters and character designs and stories and stuff like that. But this is my boy Grimm. He's also gonna be in my original work as well. His name is Cerberus, but similar design. It won't be exactly the same, but similar design, similar temperament, I suppose. But I thought this was cool because you get the holographic. I added Hershey Kisses in there because he's a huge chocolate fan. And I just, it's really cool. I know people wanted maybe like a regular version of this one, and maybe in the future I will do that if there's more demand for it. These stickers aren't too costly to make. It's the pins that really are the big thing. Next, we have a little beast sticker, little vinyl sticker. The cool thing about this one is that if you put it on something, this white outline will disappear. The only white that will show is like his face or his hands, anything within his design. So you can stick this on I think I have mine on my sketchbook, and he'll just be there snickering away. And I love him. And I call him Beast, but technically Val, which you right there, this boy, my OC Val, they're one and the same kind of sort of. Design's a little bit different obviously to distinguish from the UT stuff, but I wanted to make a cute little like devil Snickers sticker. And then last but not least, I have my little Demon Fox sticker. I never know how these are gonna go since it's not tied to anything, but this is like me. This is like a cute little thing that I wanted to do because I wasn't Cryptsune at the time, but I do associate myself with foxes and stuff. So I just wanted to have fun with that. Foxes and flowers. It's a really weird combo. But they're cute and they're high quality and they're pretty big. Like if you look at my palm, they're like that big. So again, I guess this is kind of like a little like, hey, look at the stuff. But I'm planning on making more stuff, and I hope everyone supports me on that. I've gotten so much love and support from people with merch, fix, everything. It's just, I cannot thank you enough. And I'm going to end this video by showing a little something that I'm excited to share. Although some people will probably be like, what is that? I was able to make, if you know my work, I have a fiction or a story called Feldritch, and it's basically based off of Eldritch and occult horror. And so I love that kind of stuff. I'm so into it. Like I still have Halloween stuff up. Don't judge me. But I made the symbol that I actually created in that story into a charm, which is the same charm that my character wears, that Frisk wears actually. And it's actually really cool. It's wood block printed. There's only one of these in the world because I decided to just make one. I didn't know if anyone would actually be interested. If you are, please let me know. These are not that difficult to make, and I would love to be able to have some like Feldritch occult merch stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna end the video by just saying again for the millionth, trillionth, bajillionth time, thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, and hopefully I can do some more videos in the future. I would love to do some like lore videos and stuff like that, just talking, or streams. Streams work too. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you all have a nice day, and see you later.